Hello, old souls, fellow empaths, seers, and psychonauts. If you'd like to come on in, have a seat
Chakras.
for some symbolic support. We're going to scry this tiny tapestry that we've scried before. I'll put the link, or at the end, the other video as well. We'll add on tarot and oracle. And as you've heard, we've got GhostTube here kicking for any audio additions that may inspire or irritate. Receive or release freely, of course. When you're ready, old souls, if you're welcome to join me or fast forward through. Taking a nice big breath. Closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception. Releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support.
Lady.
Thank you so much for being here, for being my muse, and for holding space for me to share my insights. Let's dig in. So this is the tapestry. But of course, you know me. Either which way, I'm going to go this way. All right. You know the drill. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please follow that first versus my yammerings. But I appreciate your inspirations and insights. Okay. Whew. There's something coming up here. See that like this face is coming up, and it's almost like I'm seeing them as a particular animal, but I don't know what it is yet.
Invisible.
I feel like there's something possibly like germinating and I'm coming out. I'm a genie in a bottle. But it doesn't feel like it's something to run away from. It feels as though, to be honest with you, this is the energy of the old souls. Any sort of cloud. Yeah, I'm going to use the word cloud. Something arises out of it, and it's like, here's my lower body and here's my upper body. And this space in between, I don't know how else to say it, but hopefully you can see it. Like it's like a cloud, and it's coming through, and I'm rising up out of the top. Yeah, it is like a smoke. There's little creatures in here. I say creatures, but they're actually, if you can see that with me, if you see that, if it heightens, I'm not sure how it translates through my scryical. A gentleman with a baseball cap on and a dog. They're being very protective over this. I almost want to say it's like a feminine energy. Doesn't have to be female in nature, just a feminine energy. Interesting. I'm getting Lilith vibes, and I don't know a whole lot about that, but I feel like it's also like Medusa. Something's, I don't want to say misunderstood. You're afraid. This is the feeling. You're only afraid if you kind of have done an old soul wrong, right? Or something like that. And I'm not trying to be all fear driven about it, because that's not the feeling. This feels actually like I feel very strong in my sense of self, soul, and spirit. It's how it feels, cheesy or not. And as I'm rising out of whatever inner turmoil, external environmental factors,
Healing.
I am coming out of this smoke, out of this fog. And it's like it was a bittersweet symphony. Because I think I'm hearing that song. There's something about the mold in there. I can change my mold. No. I don't know. Something about changing the mold. But it's not because anything was wrong. Sorry if I'm butchering this, but thank you for being with me on the journey. But I'm rising up with this nourishment of hydration.
Why am I here?
But this hydration isn't water. So things are going to slide off me. This is how I'm feeling, and maybe you're resonating in some way, shape, or form that you might be going through a transformation. It's like, and I'm rising up. And I have this power that is there's a non-compete clause And it's actually the masculine energy that has helped it be born. So you might have been going through a lot of things, or up until some point where you've utilized your masculine energy very, very well. Maybe it's been your primary to get things done. And that's not, again, no non-compete clause. That's not in an effort to say the feminine hasn't. There has been something happening in the masculine energy in whichever way, shape, or form that you might have been working with it. It has been serving a feminine energy to rise up. Okay. If anyone's having any hesitancies, it's feeling like, or again, this could be external, I never know. The masculine energy may feel like this rising up, even though it's been serving such, providing, so it may rise up. There might be some that have a hesitation of, oh no, now I am, not oh no, but oy vey, whatever the case may be, now I am lesser than. But there's a brilliance in the old soul's understanding. Those who, the yin and the yang, the masculine energy appreciates the time that this Lilith rises. And I'm using that term of love, not in a lore of something, because I don't actually know the lore like enough to speak to it. But it's just the essence, or like Medusa, something's misunderstood.
Daughter.
Okay, so, and as this feminine energy rises, it in turn serves the masculine energy. This is within the self. First and foremost, it's going to return the favor as the feminine energy steps forward. Maybe as the primary, maybe you're working on your intuitions, like doubling down is how it feels. I feel like I'm doubling down. Thank you. I rise up, and now that energy, the moon energy, it's like the sun and the moon, is rising up and gives back towards the masculine energy. And it's almost going to be like double time. And then I'm seeing these pillars. And these pillars are the space in between is like where this smoke is. Sorry if I got lost in there. Is this smoke of conjuring and creating. Again, I know conjuring has a weird word. It has a weird immediate association, but it's a good word
to your
here.
left.
And it's here together within the self that can create pillars of a gateway to maneuver between worlds, mind and heart, space, stars, and inner earths. But this feels like shifting.
Blacksmith.
Feels like shifting, where each still provide, as there's conjuring and creating going on, communication, non-compete clause of this task that we have in front of us, this idea, this circumstance, this healing, there's something, whatever steps forward. I want this job. I would like to switch jobs. I would like to learn more about my intuitive knowings, whatever psychopomps and psychonaut stuff is going on within the self and possibly of service to others. It's like now these energies know this is good for me because I can learn. I need to harness something. Not perfect. Have the experience. The feminine or masculine, whatever it is, it's like this is good for me. This is the best foot forward that the one, however you want to say, can step forward to accomplish something. And that is even to the point of, let's just say the task is something very physical. And again, it's not saying one or the other. Whatever it is for you, the energy that's stepping forward, your brilliance in knowing that is saying we're going to lead with the feminine or masculine. And anywhere along the lines, because communication is always communicating the other side, the other element, the other energy can step in to assist. And it's the teacher learner within the self. Within the self. That helps the energies within rise within, as above so below, and within and without. Oh my goodness, have I yammered on? I don't even know what was going on. Thank you for being here. If you haven't already, please do like, share, subscribe. You guys warm my haunted heart for going on these aura adventures with me. I am so, so grateful. There is this plane of existence. That's exactly what I heard. I don't know why I was fighting that. Saying that. Plane of existence. There's also something, old souls, that is the present moment is assisting. Okay, so how I was talking about like masculine, feminine, there's something about the present,
Elderly.
the present and the past become those same polarities. And then it's like I'm seeing the direction. So say within, without, east, west, north, south, and going to the future, to the present, which is the past from that point. There's a cord or a sickle of some sort, things that are bound and bind. I'm also fishing for something, but I'm aware as I'm fishing in, I want to go to like a meditative transcendental state, but it doesn't have to be in this perfect palette. As I drop my hook, line, and sinker from maybe the heart, there's also one going up. There's also, it's like I'm seeing all these fish hooks in the sky that are invisible, like how fishing line is invisible, and different things that I attach myself
Spirit.
into. Is it spirit? Yes. And those are, it's like my very own fishing lines. And there's like a bunch of other ones. Okay, so there's something about certainty coming on. Perhaps you've been thinking a lot. Maybe this is that plane of existence within the mind, the cranial conjuring. And then there's tea leaves, foresight. There's the sight. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I feel like I'm coming out here. All right, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to start adding on a few more tarot and oracle
Graveyard.
cards. How are you guys doing? I feel like I have no idea what was just said, so I'm going to assume it was of value to someone, somewhere, something. All right, let's keep going here. Capricorn, Pluto, and then unseen is the moon. And then we have Virgo on the bottom. There's a stormtrooper. The beach is that way. I'm seeing like that when they do that, like the beach is that way. There's someone that I'm meeting or an energy that I'm meeting. Something about, so let me clear my throat. There's something about clearing out my throat when I am seeing a very specific kind of, this has been coming up, the symbol has been coming up a lot. I think it's like a walrus. And I don't know what the walrus symbology means to you, so that symbol might mean something, but it's the one with all the whiskers. My throat chakra is opening up, but it's like the two sides are communicating with each other, and I'm seeing it like horses from the chess game. When I speak, when old souls speak, it is specific, but I do not constipate myself or restrict in this space being held for me to speak.
Wine.
Because I also know those are some form of fish hooks, right? There's something about maybe the lymph right around the ear or the chin, the jaw, lymph as well. There's a protective measure happening in here. It's like I'm seeing pinball, but with no, it's not people. There's the walruses, something else, maybe duck oriented or whatever you see, sense, or feel. And then these horsies. And then there's like this opening and closing to the stormtrooper. It's like whatever comes in or comes out. I'm also seeing it like a badge, like a police officer or fire, somebody that serves and protects. So like a paranormal police or something. I don't know what it is, but I'm seeing some sort of badge. And it is of honor. Of honor. But it's also like a shield. So if others are throwing stones, or you sense, old souls, that there are those that are throwing stones, it like bounces off the shield. Because you're not taking the bait. And that's not in a judgment. I feel like just old souls understand that. But you also do. You mean what you say. And maybe say what you mean. All right. I'm going to roll this the other way here as I'm like working my way through. Is that better? Is that okay? So Capricorn, the energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. Pluto, your ability to transform, take a big leap forward and rebirth. I was going to say toward. The moon, your unconscious, sensitive, inner emotions and responses. And then Virgo is on the bottom. The energy around you is dutiful, hesitant, and humble, with a discriminating, diligent, and painstaking air. It seems pretty intense. But we've got Capricorns and Virgos here, and that combination can certainly be intense. But this is what I feel like with that badge, it's duty. And if I hesitate, it's because I'm not hesitating. I'm actually contemplating. I'm taking care. Yes, I'm taking care about what I connect to and communicate with, as it is a co-creation with creation.
Stroke.
Maybe so you don't stroke out. It has, so that Lilith vibe is kind of giving me the Phoenix. See, again, there was like a weird thing. Like, I believe Lilith is oriented more in the feminine dark. I could be wrong. Please don't crucify me. I don't know. That's how it was feeling, and acknowledging that Lilith is of light and dark. I would assume in the totality of existence. But it feels like the Phoenix is the other expression, and it has something to do with it being like the feminine energy rising up. The masculine energy may have been predominantly working with Capricorn and Virgo energies. Doesn't have to be your sign, just is, because it's going to shift again and again and again, because there's a constant communication, and there's a space to decide. Again, constantly calibrating. Three of Wands and the Three of Cups. Oh, sorry. I didn't even like turn this over. So rude. And I realize I have like the lighting is all shine a light on me. Three of Wands and Three of Cups. If those mean anything to you, you know the drill. Five of Swords. The Star. I'll take one more for poker hand. Magician with the Ace of Cups behind it. All right, let's keep going here. And I'm in here in the ink blot. I'm seeing one of those claws, like in that game that can go down and like pick up a stuffy or pick up a toy. I don't know what that is. Three of Cups, Three of Wands. If that imagery means anything to you, take a screenshot. And then we have here Five of Swords and the Star. This is where I feel like it's, there we go, coming from and to. Again, it's like that past to the present. And then the Ace of Cups with the Magician. Sorry, give me a moment. The messages and trinkets that I've received.
Can you hear it?
From the ever-growing past that I am creating in the present with the Magician and the Five of Swords to the Star. It's like, ding, the light went off. I am creating the past right now. And old souls are aware of that. There might also be something about history repeating itself. And opting not to do that. Because there's razor blades or a vegetable, like carrot shaver type thing. I don't know what they're actually called. And I've been willing to get down to the nitty gritty. Because I care. Again, there's this caring. Sharing is caring. But it's like even sharing amongst the energies within myself.
Angry.
All the way down to right down to my root of what might make me feel a particular way. And I took that claw and I went down and grabbed these things one by one. Because one step in the present changes my past. So it's like when I consider the future, me or energy expression of that existence, I'm not going to have the same past to heal. Yes, there may be different things, but it'll be
disrespectful.
How do you say? You know what? It's like you're respecting your present self, past self, and the future self. You're not disrespecting anyone or anything or anyone else that's staying. But it's, do you know what I'm saying? It's like by acknowledging it here in every, it's like seeing, if you do one little thing every day over the course of a year, that creates a big change. And you've done that. I sense that this has already been done. I put the dollar in, the quarter in, and I kept going back into this game of all these things, all these plushies and different things that may represent something. And I've decided one by one, because I'd like to give the opportunity. Maybe this is of something you do of service for others, but you also do it for yourself reflectively. It's like that masculine, feminine, this, that, or the other, the yin and the yang. If I'm going to offer it out, I offer it within as well. And that may mean you seek somebody else out. It's like a therapist having a therapist. I'm not absolved from it. I'm aware of the benefits of whatever it is that you choose. But this star has gone off. This light, it's like now I've picked up the star and I've pulled out all these pieces and I realize that they were fine.
Dig.
They just needed to be acknowledged. And whatever's repeating but not repeating. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like the lighter elements. It's almost like the lighter elements. Weightlessness is coming through. are like the particle and waves. Are going to be what moves through the screen of myself, being the screen, the body, the present personality, discerning and deciding, controlling the arm. And it's the light particles, whether it comes through as waves or I don't even know this language, moves through. The lighter stuff will move through. The hurts turned healed. It all moves through, but in a different frequency. So it's not shaming what it was. Or if this is external, it's not creating a judgment or shaming. It's an understanding of the science. Particles or waves. And what I want to work with. What is of the best value at the time to get something accomplished. And to really explore that existence experience, especially Psychonaut style is coming up. But it's like being your own personal psychopomp of leading pieces of you that may have felt like they were forgotten. Also something about being forbidden. I don't know. Okay, sorry. Moving on. Our cards are trust, extremes, and acceptance. There's that duck kind of feeling, I think it was, being in that egg. Something was growing this whole time. It's like the masculine duck, if I may. It's just, maybe it's the inner child is over here and this feminine, I don't need to explain it. You can put the pieces where it resonates for you.
I can hear you.
And or even your feminine energy has been nurturing your masculine energy, whatever it is. And it has felt extreme. This has been like a sweat lodge of sorts. But there's some sort of acceptance and they come together. But there's that creation. There's that conjuring. The magician. And it all comes together with certainty of the foresight of what we wish to be responsible for. To respect versions of us moving forward in the responsibilities that we're applying, or I don't know the word. You can fill it in. You've trusted this process and you're continuing to trust it. There's also like another version of you paying attention. When I say another version of you, I don't know what it is. Or I think it might be different for everybody in some way, shape, or form. You've read things, you're doing things, there's knowledge.
Related.
Okay, and even see how in this card, if it comes up, again, there's like this sweat. But this is a masculine. And when at the beginning it felt like Lilith more feminine. So it's those extremes coming together. But they're not extremes. It's like taking the extreme out of the extreme. Taking the extreme out of the extremities. And where one might think it's the space of neutrality in some way, shape, or form. Yes. In the mind and in the heart, maybe. But it's almost like that calmness creates the chaos of creation. Almost like I'm seeing it like a new moon. I hope this makes sense. I apologize if it doesn't. No, I don't. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, we're going to add on some runes here. And we'll see what comes forward as well. We're almost done. Sorry if I'm taking up too much of your time, but I am so grateful for your attention, your awareness. It's amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we have the rat, the owl, and the wolf, and 3 other runes. Relationship, mating, time to move, migration, and then unseen is the past. Like, oy vey, this is what we've been doing. I feel like when I've seen this, like the horse chess piece, like I've never really played chess to know. That's fine. Maybe, or if there's a game where you lay something down when it's been defeated, like the game is over. But this owl may mean something to you, of course, and follow that. But that to me is about a certain level of knowledge has been completed. And this owl will re-rise. This isn't, again, I'm not stuck in the life or death way that we may understand it. This is, it will rise again like a new owl. Trust that maybe after some cycle is done, or it will re-rise. Okay, so the wolf spirit brings communication, generosity, and loyalty. Wolves have a noble passion, are naturally eloquent, and easily adapt to a group. Keep your spirit wolf to easily adapt to the different situations of your life without losing focus of your own goal. There's some sort of change and transformation going on. I can't deny it. And I wonder if you are feeling that as well. I'm looking for the owl. Sorry. I keep getting distracted by my own. I don't even know where it is. Okay. We'll go into the mouse. So, and I will bring this up for you so you can see this little mouse rune. And this mouse spirit brings the sense of observation, inviting us to see the details in all things. She also brings discretion and a sense of organization. Mouse spirit can help you scrutinize details without becoming overly fixated and nitpicky. Like, how fantastic is that? Talking about that feminine energy. And then just in case if you wanted to see the wolf, because I was being so inconsiderate. That feels like that masculine change. And give me a hot mess minute here while I try to find the owl. Oh, there it is, of course. And then with the owl, thank you, who was laid up on its side, but that's okay. It's almost like, if I may, the knowledge of like when it fell laterally is like the land of the living and the here and now. It's the space between the knowledge of drawing from above and below, within or without. The owl spirit brings wisdom, protection, and helps us discover hidden secrets. Owls have a night vision and can see things not revealed to the human eye. Your spirit owl can help you tap into spirit knowledge and develop your perceptions and intuitions. Very much so in the moon space as well. Amazing. Sorry, I'm just going to draw this down. Relationship, mating. We've been talking about relationships this whole time. The relationships to what, who, what, where, when, and why. That's up to you. And then you have here migration, time to move. And then cicada of the past. It's time to move on from the past. It is. But you're doing that by staying in the present, but doing that claw thing. And it's like the next time the claw thing you go, you're actually going to find the hand of you. The planes of existence. They go all the way around. When I saw that in the ink blot, sorry. It's going to go all the way around and grab you. Grab your other hand. Maybe you're going to grab other people. You're going to gravitate to other people, places, or things. That can help support that. It's like making a rope. And this came up before in another reading. It must be a thing right now that other, empaths or psychonauts, old soul, are kind of like holding hands, because I'm seeing it in like a circle of friends. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Thank you so much for being here, for being my muse and wandering this tiny tapestry and tarot with me. Until next time.